Hi, this is another rotation breakdown video. I decided that's what I'm gonna call these videos. Today I will be reviewing my Aakman collapsed room rotation and how you can improve it. This was my 10.6k trash loot video. This first rotation wasn't perfect, so I can tell you how it can be improved on. But yeah, I don't edit my videos again, so I'll try to keep it as brief as possible. But here we go. So beginning, pop all my buffs, and you notice here, since I'm near the tower activates. All Aakman rooms generally have this tower, and all the towers spawn 2 mobs, I believe, not 3. So you want the tower to pop the mob out, and then most classes have a vacuum skill that do Aakman. Like for Guardians, we have Fireborn Rupture, which is this skill right here. For Archers, it's Ensnare. But yeah, all classes generally have a vacuum if they're doing Aakman, and that's what separates them from like other Aakman classes, because of that extra 2 mobs that you can get. So I was standing next to the tower, so this tower activated and this mob came out. So I vacuum him into this pile right here. Sometimes the mobs don't vacuum into the center right here and away from the tower. The problem with that is that you end up trying to hit that mob right here if they're stuck there, and you'll end up hitting the tower, and once the tower explodes you'll only get these sturdy rock fragments. And I mean, I think these sturdy rock fragments drop from the towers, but you don't, either way, if the tower explodes all these mobs instantly disappear and you don't get the trash loot from them. So depending on your rotation, I think this spot has 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. In this collapsed room there's 5 towers, so that's 10 mobs every rotation that you could be getting. And if you don't get those mobs, then that's a lot of trash loot you're missing out on. So you want to kill these mobs before you destroy the tower, and make sure you destroy the tower. Don't go out of your way. You can just leave it alone if you haven't fully destroyed the tower, and just don't take extra time to destroy the tower. You'll kill it in the next rotation and then it'll reset again. It's not the end of the world, and don't think too much about it. So yeah, I managed to pull it into the center here, so you see he's in the pack now. He's gone from this position, and yeah, if he didn't pull, then I would position my character over here, do my normal combo God Incinerator, but instead the Cleansing Flame I would aim away from the tower at this position, so I don't destroy the tower instantly and I kill the mob. So if the mob was still here, I would stand right here next to it and then aim my Cleansing Flame to the rest of the pack. And generally you want to destroy you want to kill the mobs first and then aim the rest of your ability. They're the tinier mobs, so you aim your rest of your abilities in the direction of the tower after you kill that pulled mob, so you can destroy the tower and have it destroyed at the end. I'm not sure if you understood that, but I hope you did. So normal rotation, it's killed. I didn't worry about it too much there, which I should have. So you can improve upon that. And right here, you'll notice I vacuum right here. Even though I start here, I still end up going into the back because I position my character so that my pets can still loot from that last pack I finished back there. And I just use my God Incinerator here, so it just gives my pets time to loot that last pack, since pets are still a bit capped if you're full T4, it's okay. I was full, I mean, I had 4 tier 4s here, so it wasn't too bad, but I still left 2 packs behind. So you want to position still near the last pack, and then continue on later. That's general advice for grinding anywhere. So reposition. This tower right here was already low from the last rotation, since this was midway through my hour. So that's that. Regular combo. Generally all things died. I tried to Juggernaut here just so I could get a little distance and hope my pets loot that last 2 pile over there, but it didn't, so that's okay. Aggro these mobs over here with my Juggernaut. And this tower for Collapse Room, the mobs spawn in the back. I normally would make my way all the way over here and cast the Fireborn Rupture, so these mobs will get pulled to this center, so I can destroy them and then destroy the tower later. So that was what I could have improved on this pull, and gotten a lot more trash. So you see this guy right here, he's making his way, but that's not really good enough. And you see, after I destroyed the tower, everything instantly disappeared with no loot pile under it. Over here, there are 2 mobs inside. So I move on with Juggernaut after I finish the pack. If you're lower AP, this is like a 245 AP plus room. This is after my recommended, which would be top room. So this would be like 245 AP-ish. You can manage it, but I mean, of course you could be taking it from another higher AP player possibly, which could be me, and I wouldn't like that. But anyways, if you don't have enough AP to clear packs, and you pull, like right now, I have these mobs remaining. I don't focus on them, and I let them pull because I know the distance of their aggro. So I know they'll make it to this pack over here, and I can finish them off. If you don't have enough AP, then you can finish them off at the end with Dragon's Maw. But don't focus on like high HP packs that can be aggro to the next one. Regular combo. And see, they made their way over here. Walking also gives my pets a little time to loot. And right here, Fireborn Rupture at this location, so it aggroed these 2 mobs over here. Sometimes they spawn a little weird, and they spawn like way back there, and they like start riding around. If they start riding around way back there, don't worry about it. Don't go out of your way to pick up those mobs if you couldn't aggro them. I also try to know all my trap locations. Since I'm used to this room, I know the trap locations are like here and other various spots, so try to avoid them because they always CC you, which is pretty fucking annoying. Especially, I think, if you have your back to them, it's like 100%, which is... can mess with your rotation and your flow. Normally I would Juggernaut through here. I'd probably do it in the next pack, the next pull, next time around this whole room. But I would Juggernaut through this. There's like a little bump right here that you can't Juggernaut over, so you have to Juggernaut over here, and then you can pull this tower. They'll start aggroing to you once you walk by it, and they'll make their way down here, but you can only get like 1 sometimes. I wouldn't worry too much about it. This one is the tower that you need to focus on. See, it just spawned, and you see mobs came out again. 2 mobs. Finish everything there. And you see, even at 265 cooldown, I still use Dragon's Maw because this pack won't. This pack will affect my next pull a little bit, so I decided to kill them instead. In Aakman, these mobs, I think they're the priests. They're pretty annoying because they keep a distance away from you, so you'll still have their aggro, but you can barely reach them. So Dragon's Maw has good range that usually is able to hit them, but if you don't kill them, they mess with your rotation a bit because they like keep that aggro on you, and then you end up not killing them, and you miss out on a mob from the next pack that you could have killed. Right here, there's 2 traps. I've been doing this lately. I mean, I've been getting used to it, but this spot is like right before this trap and right before this trap back here. It's not perfect every time, but I've gotten a bit used to it so I can avoid it. And I generally want to cast all my stuff quickly because these traps, I try to cast all my spells, like my non-super armor spells, before these traps pop up, because they do have a bit of a delay after they send someone. So I destroyed it, and this is generally the spot I want to stand in next. Every time after I cast the God Incinerator here. Finish clearing the mobs, and you can see right there. So I can pause it. This trap right here. So there's a trap right here, and you want to stand right here. And this is an important thing with this pull. You want to normally be in this area while you're doing this pack. So when you Juggernaut, you can Juggernaut along the wall instead of what I'm doing here. So if you Juggernaut along the wall, you aggro this mob and some other mobs that like sense your presence, and they follow you through into the next rotation. So you see, oh, that was a little misclick there. Alright, so you see this room has 1, 2, I think there's a third one, but if there's only 2, that's fine. But that's an extra 2 mobs that will loop back around here, and you can see them follow me into the rotation. I normally do this. This is just like a small archer thing, but I normally do it with what's it called? Wing Strike. I haven't played Archer in fucking 3 weeks, but Wing Strike this way, and then use C swap LMB, I think, to do the Piercing Cry, and then it keeps me going. So I like Piercing Cry into the hallway and get the aggro on them. That's an Archer thing. You can try to do that with all your other classes. If you have like a warrior, succession warrior, then that'll be good to like, I don't know what the ground pounding skill is, but you can pound like 3 or 4 mobs from there actually. So regular rotation. Since the tower I left it, I was aware that I didn't destroy it before and it didn't summon a mob, so I just destroyed it and I didn't go out of my way to avoid it. And trap right there. So this spot has trap right there and trap right here. You want to avoid those. I normally stand right there, or sometimes I get a little frisky and I stand right there next to a trap, but like right before it hits. I mean, right before it's in range to stun me. So again, I guess that's that for this rotation. See, it wasn't perfect. You can definitely improve upon it. I think the better tower pull for the next one was at 3 years. Yeah, this wasn't good as well. Even my 10.6K trash loot video wasn't that good, so it can still be improved upon. So like right here, these mobs, I just opted to use Dragon's Maw to finish them off. And I know after my Maw, they would be low enough for me to Juggernaut past them. I didn't need to use that second Howling Light. So Juggernaut that dead body right there, and you want to do that very often at Aakman or a lot of places. When on Guardian, you want to Juggernaut and kill them with your Juggernaut, so you don't waste time casting a slow spell. Aggro everything here. Again, bad spot right there. You want to be right here, so you can pull these mobs with the Fireborn Rupture. You can pull them from here with the Fireborn Rupture, but you might as well just make your way over here. Have a better angle. See? You missed out on 2 mobs right there. Garbage player right here. Alright, and that's that. So you want to use Dragon's Maw. If you have lower AP, you're probably going to be forced to use it if you can't pull your mobs any further. Yeah, so Dragon's Maw if you have lower AP, but don't use it too often if you can avoid it, because I don't think you need to use it that often. So I think that's all the notes. Important thing really is just a tower, and not spending too much time on low mobs. You have to assess your situation and see if it's worth it to continue pounding on that one mob. But that's like general advice for grinding anyways. And keep distance close to your last pack. If you don't have good pets, you want to maintain a good distance, like I said before. In this spot, like how I do here, you want to maintain a good distance from the last pack. Yep. And avoid killing the towers before you kill the mobs inside them. And that's that for this video. I will do a red shard room rotation, and I'll try to do the old rotations I've done in Aakman, like Tungrad room. I saw Yexi called it Tungrad room. I used to call it Black Shard, but I'll probably do that too. That's it for this video. Subscribe, like, thank you, bye.